For Hasluck.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Education. Minister, how does the budget restore a fair balance between the contributions students and taxpayers make to the cost of higher education?
We'll have some silence on my left. Some silence on my left, and I'll call the Honourable Minister for Education.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I'm pleased to get a question from the member for Hasluck on higher education, because this budget is all about spreading more opportunity to students around Australia to get the chance to have a higher education qualification. And how are we doing that? We're doing it in three ways. Through the biggest Commonwealth Scholarships Fund in Australia's history, by uncapping the diplomas and associate degree courses that universities, typically regional and rural universities, offer, so that thousands more Australians will get the chance to do a Pathways program into a higher education degree, and by expanding the Commonwealth grant scheme to non-university higher education providers. These three measures on their own inject an adrenaline shot of competition into the system, but more importantly, they will expand higher education opportunities to 80,000 more students around Australia. 80,000 more students. In return, Madam Speaker, we are asking students to make a contribution to their own tuition fees. We're asking them to contribute, for those who enrol since May the 14th, around 50-50 of the cost of their higher education. At the moment, Madam Speaker, students contribute on average around 40%, so that more than 60% of Australians without a university degree are paying almost 60% of the cost of those students who are at university, and those students will go on to earn 75% more than people without a university degree on average over the rest of their lifetime. So we think the current balance isn't getting it right. We think a 40-60 balance between the taxpayer and the student isn't fair to the taxpayer, and all we're asking students to do is make a 50-50 contribution, and I think that is a very fair contribution. And you want to remember, Madam Speaker, of course, that they can borrow every single dollar up front and pay it back when they earn over $50,000 a year, and only pay up to 2% of their income once they start paying it back. It's a very generous deal. But don't just take my word for it, Madam Speaker. The Shadow Assistant Treasurer, the member for Canberra, he wrote a book called Battlers and Billionaires. He and the government are on the side of the battlers. The rest of the Labor Party are on the side of the billionaires, Madam Speaker. He said on page 79, compared with someone who finished Year 12 but has no post-school qualification, a diploma boosts earnings by nearly 20%, while a bachelor's degree boosts earnings by more than $1 million over a lifetime. So, Madam Speaker, the member for Canberra gets it. He gets the fact that he and the government are trying to rebalance the contribution that students and taxpayers make, while the Labor Party continues to stand up for students, not taxpayers.